Hi everyone, Zach from Out There Vans in Grand Junction, Colorado. Today I'm joined by Sweet Dandelion, and today we're celebrating the 2-year anniversary of the Out There Vans dog platform. And in celebrating that, we're going to do a quick video, frequently asked questions or question and answer session about our dog platforms for the Sprinter, Transit, and Promaster chassis. So let's go ahead and get started. Here you go. All right, so let's get right into it. So in front of me, I have our 3 dog platform offerings for the Mercedes Sprinter, Ford Transit, and Ram Promaster over here. Now these 3 dog platforms, they are all designed specifically for each chassis, so they all have a unique shape, size, upward taper to the floor. One dog platform will not universally fit amongst all of them. So if you're shopping for a dog platform, be sure to buy the one specifically for your van. Now these dog platforms ship flat packed to your door. They are nice and small when you do not have it set up between your seats. But in the case you do get into camp, you plan on swiveling your seats around, you can either just slide this out of the way and throw it in the back of your van, or you can slide them apart and pretty quickly dismantle the Lincoln logs that make up one of these dog platforms. So the number one question I get about these dog platforms is, great, I have a spot for my dog to sit up on top of, but how do I stop it from going through the windshield? So for one, I'm going to tell you, we don't sell a tether to go with these, because every dog rides a little bit different and we don't want to force products upon people if they don't believe in them. Us personally, we like to use a product called the Kurgo Zipline. Now I just pulled this out of my car, so it's a little bit jumbled up, but I'm going to show you some examples of how this works. So the Zipline uses a main tether that is just on a cam buckle that you cinch between your 2 headrests of your driver and passenger seat, and that creates the zip line between them. And then from there is a tether or a lead that you then clip onto that zip line, and then you can adjust it based on the sewn runners here, based on the length you wish to give your dog, and clip it into their collar or harness or whatnot. So that way they have a little bit of room to roam if they wish, but in the case of a hard braking event, that zip line is attached to those headrests and will provide kind of a stopper for your dog to give them some extra safety. Highly recommend that. We do not carry this product, as you know, we're not necessarily a pet store here. We build vans, but I will put an Amazon affiliates link down in the description below where you can purchase one of these. And if you do, or purchase anything through that link, we get a small kickback and it really helps out our small business. So the next question I get is, how do I secure my dog platform? And the best way to answer this is, for one, these are a nice press fit when they do go down into place, but I still recommend bungeeing it down to your seat base. So if I pick this up, you'll see there are a couple notches on either side of this topper here. Now those notches are so if you do want to stretch a bungee cord over top of your dog platform and hook it into either side of your seat base, that would be my recommended route. We do not include a bungee with any of these, just given the fact that there are a number of aftermarket seat configurations that can be in camper vans, whether it's a Winnebago upfit, it's a Out There Vans upfit. So my recommendation is buy a $2.99 variety pack of bungee cords, and sure enough, you will find one in there that takes care of it for you and is tailored to the right size of the configuration of your van, because we see a wide variety of options. Now, the next question I get is, what's the size of these dog platforms? Now, this is a little bit of a complicated answer because there is a taper to the difference of the front and the back of these dog platforms, given that the area between the 2 seats in all 3 van chassis has a little bit of a rise to it as you go towards the front driver's cockpit. So we've accounted for that rise. That way, when you do sandwich this down between your seat, the top of this platform actually sits at the same level plane as what your butts do in the driver and passenger seat. Now, these are designed to sit about an inch below the tops of the cushions of the driver and passenger seat. So if you do rest a dog bed or cushion on top of here, it is less likely to shift around, kind of have something to hold it side to side there. We'll go through each one of these really quick. I'll spit off some dimensions, just kind of rapid fire. We'll start with the Promaster here. Sits 26 inches in length. The widest point of it is 15 inches wide. Notice all of them taper where seat belts might be existing, or the Sprinter, there is actually an emergency brake cutout. But the Promaster one in the back is 17 inches tall at the highest point and 13 inches tall at the forwardmost point. Going on to the Transit, we've got 24 inches in length, 13 inches wide. We are sitting 13 and a quarter inches tall at the back and 10 and a quarter inches tall at the front. Moving on to the Sprinter, we also have 26 inches long. Widest point is 18 inches wide. The height at the highest point is 18 inches tall. Height at the shortest point up front is 14 and a quarter inches tall. So that's just kind of really quick rapid fire dimensions on everything. But I'll tell you, as long as your van has factory seats, these should be a nice press fit in for every single van chassis. Now that brings us to the next topic. These were designed around, kind of a base cargo van configuration, where your standard kind of more conversion van upfit would be going on. But I do get quite a few questions on if these will work in my Class B or Class C RV. And the answer to that comes down to the flooring between your seats. As I mentioned, these have a little bit of a taper to them, and certain lines of these vans, they actually build the floor up in the back to where it flattens the complete floor area between these two seats. Now, if that area between your seats is the same exact material as the material that sits underneath your driver's feet, your accelerator and brake pedals, then these are going to be a great fit. However, if that material is different, like they did build up a floor and put some different flooring between there, that's typically where we're going to see some fitment issues, where this slope is already accounted for in that, and these, you don't necessarily want your dog sitting at a weird angle. I'll tell you, we're a conversion van upfitter. We're not an RV dealer by any means. We're running into Winnebagos and you name it all the time. So I don't necessarily have the direct fitment answers for those specific chassis, but just use that as a rule of thumb if you're looking if this will work in your van. Now, another question I get is, will this work with my seats swiveled? A lot of these vans have swivel seats. The best answer to that is frankly no. So most swivel seats are not actually swiveled perfectly centered within their swivel positions. A lot of times it's actually a slightly inward pivot. That way they clear the B pillars of your van a little bit easier. So not to say this is the case in every single van, but as a rule of thumb, I just say no, plan on removing this and keeping it out of the way when you do swivel your seats. Luckily, they break down like Legos in just about 30 seconds, and you can have it stowed away and flat pack it away in a cabinet if you'd like. All right, next question we get a lot specifically surrounding the Transit dog platform. This Transit dog platform, for one, is only designed to work with the electronic parking brake model of Ford Transit. In about 2020, they switched primarily to using electronic parking brakes in their van. That the main exception for that is if you have a dual rear wheel Transit, you'll actually have a manual parking brake still. The manual parking brake actually takes up about a third of the aisleway, and we've done some test fitting where we've tried to adapt it to work in that, but we find that in any case, we just don't like the stability of it, and it seems like the topper could be too much of a teeter-totter or a lever, and it just does not seem like a safe configuration for your dog to be riding on. We've reserved this to only be the electronic parking brake version, which frankly is what most vans that are being upfitted at this point are looking like. So as much as I wish we had a more backdated model, we don't for the Transit. Another question I get is, do we sell a pad for the top of the dog platform? The best answer to that is no, not currently. I'm one that I always liked to use Dandy's bed, for instance, when we are traveling. I typically would use one that is a little bit more flexible, so it may not be the nice memory foam that she's typically on. It made it where I could jam it in here a little bit more snug for Transit, but then when we got to camp, I could take it off. It spread out just a little bit more, and it made for a little bit more comfortable bed experience for her while we're camping. And at the same time, we're not carrying multiple beds, multiple pads. But based on the dimensions that I shared earlier in this video, anything that is within those dimensions is going to sit up here nice and keep her pretty snug. All right, another question is, do we make custom sizes? Going back to the different platforms, we really just stick to our core vans that we work on in our shop here. For efficiency, keeping costs reasonable to get these out the door into your van. We really don't do custom work with our dog platform options. And then finally, are these in stock? And the answer is yes. We always keep these in stock. I have a whole stack of shelves over here behind the camera that I keep these on the shelf in stock, run them constantly on the CNC machine over here. And every day we have FedEx coming, picking these up and heading out the door to you. And there you have it. That's our overview of kind of our questions and answers that we've seen in the last 2 years of the dog platform since we launched this product. If you have any additional questions, drop them down in the comment section down below. I will type back. Again, head over to OutThereVans.com to shop the dog platforms or a wide variety of accessories for your camper van. If you enjoyed this Q&A session, hit the like button. Also, leave us a comment if there's other topics you'd like us to cover in more of this style of video or other products we sell. And then as always, we hope you hit subscribe so you can see our other products coming out of the shop here. Thanks for shopping a small business, and we hope we see you in the next video.